Jose and I love doing commentaries, but we've run out of films to cover. The series Commentary of Clive's Contemporaries allows us to look in the background and see what movies were happening when the Clive Barker movies and sequels were being made. We choose a range of movies, and you, the listeners, vote for which ones we cover. This series was sponsored by our listeners in the 2025 Kickstarter campaign, Clive Barker Podcast Presents Fundraiser 11, the Patron Configuration, and covers a range of years from 1973, Salome, to 2024, Night of the Zoopocalypse, and beyond. Welcome, this is the Clive Barker Podcast, and this is a strange episode because we're doing an audio commentary that doesn't have a whole lot to do with Clive Barker. This is our Clive's Contemporaries, which I'm still trying to figure out what's a good name for this, where we do audio commentaries for movies that happened at the same time that Clive put out one of his movies. So we're starting way back in 1973 when he was making Salome. And so we polled you guys, we polled our listeners, and out of the four choices that we had, Badlands, Enter the Dragon, Soylent Green, and The Wicker Man, Enter the Dragon won by quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's a really good movie.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And so that's the one we're going to do. And this happens to be a favorite movie of mine. I've watched it since I was a teenager.
Me too.
We're paused on the part where, right before the Warner Brothers logo.
Yes, the red and black Warner Brothers logo.
Yeah, and the drumming, there's like drumming that starts right away with the logo and stuff.
Let's synchronize with our listeners. You know, we do a quick countdown before you hit play, so you'll be synchronized with us. So 3, 2, 1, and play.
All right. I've got my volume kind of
Warner
low,
Brothers
so
logo coming up. And in this movie, Bruce Lee plays a character called Lee.
He's Mr. Lee. Yeah.
So he's a Shaolin martial artist recruited by a British intelligence agency to infiltrate a private island.
Yeah.
That's I think he's fighting a young Sammo Hung in this sequence.
Is it? Yeah, a lot of the people in Bruce Lee movies kind of went on to become famous, like Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan is actually one of the martial arts extras in the big battle with all the novices at the end.
This reminds me of things like this movie would go on to inspire stuff like Mortal Kombat, when you're fighting and you see all the monks behind all the guys.
Oh yeah, or Street Fighter 2. I'm getting sucked in. We should probably be talking more. But they wanted to introduce the movie by showing what a good martial artist Mr. Lee is. I love all the colorful robes that they're wearing.
Oh, yeah. Like the black, the yellow, the red. Yeah. Oh, you see that pirouette he did? That was great.
And I think this scene here where he's talking to his instructor was cut out of earlier cuts. Like, I don't think this is on my Laserdisc, but they've added it into more recent versions.
I think this one only shows up in the script as the old man.
Mm.
Yeah. I found some script drafts of this movie. Some previous ones that were slightly different. Instead of O'Hara, there was Kotara. Some characters had different names, and some dialogue was rewritten by Bruce Lee himself. Like this philosophical stuff that he's expounding here about fighting.
Oh, yeah, that's totally his Jeet Kune Do philosophy.
That's right. That he taught a bunch of celebrities and students like John Saxon and Jim Kelly.
Yeah.
Or what was that big...
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, the big basketball guy. He's in A Game of Death.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says, I don't hit. This hits all by itself.
Yeah.
So one of the interesting things about this movie that's kind of tragic is that even though this was one of like the most successful movies that Bruce Lee ever made, he died before this movie even premiered.
Yeah, he didn't get to see it.
Yeah. He had been a kid actor throughout the 60s, I think, or in his childhood. And then he was in the Green Hornet show, right, as Kato.
Yeah. Yeah, and then and then when that got canceled, he went back to Hong Kong and made some movies in Hong Kong. So
what's
this
funny
movie
is that
kind of brought him back to America.
Oh, yeah. The most of the movies that people know him for were pretty much done only in a 3-4 year period. You know, from The Big Boss, Fists of Fury, Enter the Dragon, Game of Death. Those were all pretty much between 71 and 73.
Yeah, and Way of the Dragon.
Way of the Dragon, yeah.
Yeah, which is also called Return of the Dragon, depending on where you see it, I guess.
So this was the first major joint production between a Hong Kong studio, Golden Harvest, and Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
I kept asking you, like, is there like this is a dubbed version? They were like, it's not dubbed. This is an American movie.
Yeah. Well, this guy that we're seeing right now, this Shaolin monk teacher guy, is dubbed pretty obviously.
Yeah. I guess some actors, if they didn't know how to speak English, they would just deliver their lines in Chinese.
There's Mr. Braithwaite.
Yeah. He's like the British dude.
One of the actors, his name is like Yang Zi in the credits in this one, but his character's name is Bolo. So the guy officially changed his name to Bolo Young, and from then on in all martial arts movies he was called Bolo Young after this character in this movie. Oh yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about. That dude has been in a lot of movies, martial arts movies, Van Damme movies.
Yeah, he was in Bloodsport.
Bloodsport, yeah, he's the guy that kills Van Damme's friend, I think.
Yeah, the guy from Revenge of the Nerds. Right?
Yeah. So this guy is from the British intelligence agency, right?
Yeah. And so their problem is they don't have enough, any evidence, and they can't get onto Hans Island without evidence. So they need someone who's already got an invitation. So that's Mr. Lee. To go gather evidence so that they can get on there and get it, so they can go over there and arrest him.
It doesn't hold up much when you start thinking about it. It's like, okay, well, you guys are the intelligence agency. You're just going to get some guy to go there and do the job for you.
Well, they already tried it once. They had a female agent on the island and they lost track of her.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think it holds up. Yeah, because they're not allowed to. They can't go there because it would be illegal to. And Han doesn't allow anyone on his island except for.
They do explain that, right? That a part of the island is in some territorial waters or something.
Yeah. Which is why they don't allow guns.
Here is being a master to his young student.
Yeah, it seems like this is probably a part that Bruce Lee wrote into the script.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This guy looks familiar, though. I wonder if he ended up in other movies.
Oh, maybe.
I'm sure. Yeah, so after the Big Boss,
like 60 by now.
Yeah. Oh, right, because this is from 1973. So I think the first movie I ever saw of Bruce Lee was probably The Big Boss on TV. That's the one on there's like a sawmill or something, right?
Right, yeah.
There's that scene where he beats up the whole bunch of guys who are surrounding him.
Yeah. It's kind of confusing because the American name for the Big Boss used to be the Chinese Connection. And then the American name, and then there's Fists of Fury, which is the name for the Chinese Connection. And so it gets confusing.
Right. Yeah, I knew it as Big Boss.
Yeah.
And here's a great shot of the harbor in Hong Kong, which looks like it still shows a lot of old-timey parts of Hong Kong that probably don't even exist anymore.
Right, yeah.
Like that building is almost falling apart.
Yeah.
I love the boats and, to me, Bruce Lee was like probably my first connection with Chinese culture.
Same.
Didn't have a lot of exposure to Chinese culture until I probably saw Bruce Lee movies. As Jim Kelly.
Yeah. So he was like a karate champion.
Yeah, he
went on to make a movie
too.
called Black Belt Jones.
Yeah, it's in my wish list actually on Amazon.
Oh yeah,
yeah. There's a
I have
DVD
to turn it
of that.
down a little bit. This music is so loud.
It is a little loud, but it's a great soundtrack by Lalo Schifrin.
Yeah, it's really good. It's very 70s.
Yeah. You're right. James Milton Kelly was an American athlete, martial artist, and actor. He won several karate championships. And I think at one point he was a student of Bruce Lee. Same with John Saxon.
Yeah. Wait, John Saxon was a student of Bruce Lee. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, the way that they got in the movie was also because Warner Brothers wanted some American actors to be in the film. So
to kind of bridge the gap in between. So an international tournament makes sense.
Yeah. It's this had like a budget of like less than $1 million at the time, and it ended up going to make $350 million in '73. God. Which would, adjusted for inflation, would mean like almost $2.5 billion in box office today. It was a really successful film.
Jeez.
I know. It was directed by Robert Clouse. And it was shot in many locations around Hong Kong and the Golden Harvest Studios, where they did some of those internal, shots with like the mirror maze at the end and stuff.
I think Bob Wall, they were just showing him, chopping the flaming bricks and stuff. I think he was a Taekwondo champion, if I remember right.
Yeah, he plays the bodyguard, the very intimidating bodyguard of Han.
Yeah. O'Hara.
Who in one of the, O'Hara. Which one, in one of the previous scripts I saw, Han was named Khan.
Yeah.
There was some changes there.
Yeah.
And Bob Wall was in like 3 of Bruce Lee's 5 movies.
Yeah. And in Fists of Fury, I think it was, there was a time when they had sort of an accident where he got too close when Bruce Lee was pretending to kick him, and he actually either punched him or kicked him or something and left a print on him.
Yeah.
Like an indentation.
There's Enter the Dragon, Game of Death, and Way of the Dragon.
Oh, yeah. Way of the Dragon is the one with Chuck Norris in it.
This is like Hans Island is almost like Epstein's Island here.
Oh, God.
Jeez.
Yeah. It does have trafficking.
Yeah, it has women trafficking and drugs and.
Yeah.
We know everything, but we can prove nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a little sad to think about.
Apparently, one of Hans' guards is a very young Jackie Chan.
Oh, there we go.
I tried to find him. Yeah, I tried to find him, but I wasn't able to find it. But I saw that in the trivia.
Well, we'll watch for that, because when they all have they're all pretty prominent when Mr. Lee's sister gets killed in the flashback.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because his sister got killed by O'Hara.
Kind of. Yeah, she killed herself.
I like that Lee here says, "Hey, how about guns? Just get someone with a 45 to go in."
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Han doesn't allow guns on his island because he's partly in waters where the guns aren't allowed, and if they knew he had an arsenal, they would go after him.
And also, someone tried to assassinate him before.
Yeah, which is I think that's about his hand, right? I mean, they don't come out and say it, but he probably that's how he lost his hand.
This really cemented a global martial arts boom.
Yeah.
Being so successful. And then Game of Death was posthumously released in very chopped up way.
There was a stand-in for a whole bunch of his scenes in Game of Death.
Oh man, I just love all those boats. So beautiful.
And they did some kind of subplot about Bruce Lee's character getting plastic surgery.
Yeah. There's even a scene in Game of Death of he faking his own death, but being actually scenes from Bruce Lee's funeral. I'm not even sure.
Because really, Bruce Lee just had this idea. Wouldn't it be cool if there was a tower where every level of the tower had a different person to fight, like a video game before video games? And so that's all they shot. And then so it was up to somebody else to make a movie out of that.
And then after he died, there was a slew of imitators, right? Like Bruce Lee, L.I. or
yes, right. Yeah.
Different spellings of names that sounded like Bruce Lee. It was just it was terrible.
Yeah, it was this big craze about who is going to be the next Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Nobody was really the same as Bruce Lee, but there were lots of other impressive martial artists.
Sure.
Okay, so maybe one of these guys is Jackie Chan, then we'll have to watch.
Well, it's either here or in the island.
Yeah.
When they're fighting all those guys. So let's keep an eye out.
Yeah.
But this Enter the Dragon is preserved in the Library of Congress National Film Registry. Is that him right
there, maybe?
I don't think that's him. Oh, wait.
I think it might be.
I'm not sure. It depends, because he would be really young in this one. Oh, that's how he got his scar.
Yeah.
I love the fact that the bodyguard had the huge scar, and they show you how he got it.
Yeah.
And that was Lee's sister, right?
Yeah.
It's a horrible sequence. One of the things about these martial arts movies is that they would actually put makeup on the people to show blood and stuff. It wasn't just like some of the action movies in America where, the hero never breaks a sweat and he always looks good. In these movies, they actually show blood coming out of the mouth, blood coming out of the cuts, bruises and all that.
Yeah, and this is an R-rated movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was between 69 and 71. Bruce Lee was getting a little frustrated with Hollywood, and he had gone back to Hong Kong. And, I think one of the things that made him more frustrated was because he had wanted to create this series called The Warrior, which later became Kung Fu.
Yeah.
And instead of casting him, they actually went ahead and did the show and cast, David Carradine in it.
Yeah.
Which he didn't like that at all.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was all basically sort of institutionalized racism. They assumed that nobody would be able to identify with a Chinese person.
Yeah, and now here we are, 62 years later. Oh, not 62, but 52 years later. Yeah. This movie is an iconic film.
Yeah.
So in 71, he went back to Hong Kong and
Hollywood is still in a lot of ways kind of the same, because they're always afraid to try things, so that they're afraid that people won't get it, or people won't be able to identify with somebody, or
like, if we cast a woman that's older than a certain age, then people are not going to watch the movie.
Yeah right. And men can be really old in movies and it's okay, but women can't. With some exceptions, but...
Uh-oh, she's trapped.
Yeah.
But, this is where the fight or flight response kicks in, and she's like, well, I'm not going to let you guys do anything to me, so I'd rather, take myself out.
Yeah. Yeah, and everybody just closed their door on her. What a horrible place to live. Nobody wanted to help her.
Right, because they're afraid of Han. But yeah, when he went back to Hong Kong in 71 and signed with Golden Harvest, that's when he started making those movies that really made him a big star in China, and then later, exported out into the rest of the world with Big Boss. Big Boss is just the best.
Have you seen the movie Dragon, the Bruce Lee story?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with Jason Scott Lee. I mean, there's some crazy stuff in there that didn't happen, but it's still a fun movie to watch.
Yeah, I remember watching that. I think I might have watched that on the theater when it came out.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and after Big Boss and Fist of Fury, he became Hong Kong's biggest star. And that's when Warner Brothers started poking out their ears like, hey, maybe we should give this guy another look.
Well, and his death is like kind of a mystery, and there was a lot of speculation in Hong Kong about, maybe this lady poisoned him. But but I think officially they say it was an aneurysm.
It was brain edema, death by misadventure. So he had, while he was doing some sort of dubbing session, he started having headaches and epileptic seizures. And then he went to the hospital and they scanned him and they realized that he had some brain edema, and they gave him some medication called mannitol to slow down the edema. He came out of it. And then a few months later, after many tests that they couldn't find anything wrong with him or his brain, he took a headache tablet before going to dinner. And when they saw that he was missing, they went to find him and they couldn't wake him up. So it looks like he had some sort of sensitivity or something that caused brain edema. His brain swelled up to 12% more of what his usual size was, and that caused him to, have a hemorrhage and never wake up again. It was truly sad because he was such a perfect athlete, Yeah.
All these suitcases that Roper has, it's such a caricature. Like, if they just had him have like 4 or 5 suitcases, that already would have been ridiculous. But he's got like 15.
Well, I think those are all the suitcases from all the guys who are going to the competition, but they're all the same suitcase model.
No, I think that was all Roper's suitcases.
Is it? Because I think Jim Kelly has the same suitcases as well.
No, I don't think so. Well, we'll see in a second. But.
Yeah.
And Roper's got a serious gambling problem.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
so he's hoping the tournament will help him win money and at the same time get him away from all these people that are after him.
He's here playing golf, pretending to be like rich. He's got a personal assistant. Yeah. And then we're going to find out he's got like $60 in the bank.
Yeah.
Here's the scene where they're going to give him the squeeze.
Mm-hmm. You take advantage, Roper.
Yeah. They're keeping an eye on him. Yeah. I like how the other guy that's playing golf with him doesn't even realize anything happened.
Yeah, I know.
175 big ones. There's always the interest.
So $175,000. That's a ton of money. That's like $1 million in 1972.
Yep. Oh yeah. And so screenwriter Michael Alin ended up writing an espionage-themed draft inspired by Bond films. And, like we said, Lee revised much of that philosophy and dialogue. The script was developed in late 72, with pre-production starting in December of 72, when they started planning fights and choreographies and stuff like that.
I wonder if Roper finished this whole game.
I don't think so. I think he probably left right after this.
Yeah.
Like, it's all yours.
Yeah.
The conditions shooting this movie were pretty intense. Looks like it was really hot in Hong Kong. There was no AC. There were a lot of long hours. Yeah. Back in the 70s. Yeah, I see what you mean now. He does have a raft full of suitcases.
Yeah, and I think everybody else is on they take like a little ferry over to the main boat. So everybody else is kind of traveling separately with their own luggage.
These aren't even extras. These are just people there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Wow. That is a way of life. And there's always been kind of this thing about, if you see blaxploitation movies from the 60s and 70s, there's always this thing about, guys with big afros, like doing kung fu and stuff.
Yeah.
There's this mythology also with the black samurai, even in computer games or folklore and mythology, like these dudes are like, they're in the movement. They're like Black Panthers.
Yeah.
I love the murals in the back there.
Oh, like the cobra.
Yeah. Kampo karate. I never did martial arts, but I had one of my best friends. He did karate, so sometimes I would go and check it out and see how they did it. And he ended up going pretty far. I don't think he did black belt, but he went pretty far.
I did Taekwondo for 10 years.
Oh, wow. That's more of a grapple kind of thing, right?
No, not at all. It's kicking.
Okay.
It's all kicking almost.
Oh, kicking. Okay. Do you still remember that stuff?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not in the same kind of shape as I was, but
yeah. See, this is just before he leaves. They're trying to get him trying to arrest him and try to take him to jail for no reason.
They're really mad and jealous because he has a stopover in Hawaii.
Yeah. And then not only beats them up, he takes their car. I love it. Damn honkies.
Yeah, I hope they get fired for losing the car. They won't get fired for racism because it's 1972, but maybe they'll get fired for letting him take their car.
I love that little satchel has got like Pan Am or something.
Yeah.
Little square vinyl bag. Yep. Looks like Bruce Lee took care of all the fight choreography and directed also second unit action.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, they're old buddies from Nam.
Yeah.
Hanging in. I'm trying to remember what was the first thing I ever saw John Saxon in, and it might have been either this movie or Nightmare on Elm Street.
For me, it was definitely this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I saw Nightmare on Elm Street, I'm like, oh, it's Roper.
Yeah. I think this was the first martial arts film to open wide in American theaters. Back in August of 73.
I'm sure you're probably right. So this kind of created a genre in America, right? Because before then we didn't have these kinds of things. So then like Van Damme and Steven Seagal and stuff became, and Jackie Chan. Although Jackie Chan was big in Hong Kong already.
One of the drafts that I got from the script, one of the previous drafts, had a working title called Blood and Steel. Oh. And I think there were a few other names this movie had before they settled on what we got here. One was The Deadly Three and also Hans Island. I guess Hans Island was really working title.
Oh, okay.
They shot all this in Hong Kong in a 4-month schedule.
It's funny, this guy from New Zealand is a real jerk, and he's kicking around all the hired hands on the boat, and it makes you think that he's going to be a bigger problem in the rest of the movie, but he's really not. They kind of put him in his place early, right on the boat, and then he's just kind of sheepish, I guess, the rest of the movie.
He's almost childish in his assholeness, because he's going around people like pretending like they're punching them and stuff, trying to intimidate them, and it's like, what are you doing?
And when they're moving bags around, he's kicking them in the butt to knock them over.
Yeah. I love the way that Bruce Lee handles him. Like, okay, well, let's fight. Let's go in that boat. Let's go to that little island. And they just leaves him in a little boat, like dragging him.
Yeah.
That's great. I can't believe they're betting on fighting praying mantis.
Yeah.
Dang. That's
that probably wouldn't be allowed now.
Oh yeah. Well, it's almost like foreshadowing.
Yeah. Right, because Roper bet on the big one, but the big one didn't win because he's not, the small guy is quick.
And the betting culture is really showing off here in Hong Kong, and the characters, and they're all very colorful characters too. I mean, even though we don't get a lot of backstory, but we do get a few things here and there, like, Roper and that guy were in Nam together. So, here's the guy bullying the people.
Yeah, and now here's Parsons, the New Zealand guy, picking on these. God, what a jerk!
I know. It's a lot of emotional play in these scenes. Yeah, I mean this ended up influencing a lot of action tropes, like Mortal Kombat, for example. How many martial arts movies have we seen where there's like a tournament going on, where it's like fighting to the death in some island, you know?
His accent is weird. It doesn't sound like New Zealand.
No.
Maybe that's what New Zealanders sounded like in 1972.
So apart from Big Boss, there's another movie. Let me see if I can remember which one I'm thinking of. There's this movie with Bruce Lee where he is part of an academy, and someone disrespects their master, right?
Yeah. Well, they assassinated him.
Yeah.
And it was about,
which one is that?
It was it's called The Chinese Connection, and it's got another name, Fists of Fury.
Oh, okay. That's Fists of Fury. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one that has a really tragic ending.
Yeah.
Without trying to spoil it. But
runs and does this jump kick and freeze frame while all these people are shooting their guns at him.
Yeah. It's very dramatic. It's very focused on revenge.
Yeah.
Well, most of these movies are kind of focused on revenge. That one is really
Yeah. Yeah, Bruce Lee has he has 3 motivations for going to Han's Island in this, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Revenge for his sister.
His instructor wants him to. He wants revenge for his sister, and he's a secret spy for British intelligence.
Yeah. And I guess to some extent he wants to see if he can do it.
Yeah. But I think he wasn't going to go to the tournament at first until he heard all this stuff.
They're in the island. And there's Bolo Young.
Yeah. Bolo only says one thing in this movie. He's supposed to say go, but he says ga.
He never really speaks a lot in his movies, right?
Yeah.
But he always has that bodybuilder, huge torso and arms.
Yeah.
Damn, look at all those suitcases.
Yeah.
And then Jim Kelly with his tiny little handbag.
Yeah, Jim Kelly, he had a suitcase too.
See, there's a guy with 3 suitcases following Bruce Lee, so I thought that was also his suitcases.
No, I think it's all Roper.
Someone should have told Roper he's not moving into the island.
I know.
He's like, yep, I'm not leaving this place anymore.
Yeah.
There's the camp where they're training.
If you watch those guys, some of them are way out of time. They're really bad.
Hey. But that's kind of impressive. A lot of extras here.
Yeah.
A lot of exotic locations.
Yeah, and it's a really colorful movie. This one really benefited from HD remake. Or HD, 4K and stuff, and Blu-ray and HD Blu-ray.
One thing I was looking into the context of, this time and stuff, and I think Nixon had visited China back in 1972, and that's when the United States and China started thawing out their relations. And that also helped open up the market for more stuff coming from China.
Yeah, they used to, what was it saying? Only Nixon could go to China.
He was the first president to go to China.
Yeah.
U.S. president, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He didn't have a lot going for him, but he did that.
No. Yeah. There was a lot of good reviews of this movie at the time. Roger Ebert liked it. Said that the movie was thin on plot, but purely exhilarating in its action design. Yeah, I guess you could say it's a little low on plot. I wish they had...
It's tough to say that because, if in a martial arts movie, what's the bar for a really good plot for a martial arts movie?
Yeah, that's a good point. You yourself were influenced to make your own comedy action martial arts movie, right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, we made 6 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And partly it was because we had to do a project for our various foreign language classes.
Yeah.
And so we made them the Kung Fu Dragons movies.
That's it, Kung Fu Dragons.
Yeah.
You had those all in like Vimeo at one point.
Yeah, I'm moving them onto YouTube now. I did Vimeo because YouTube would only allow you to make 10 minutes at a time.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and also because we have music that wouldn't clear, and Vimeo didn't care, and YouTube would just shut it down. Now they just monetize it instead.
It's like Roper's trying to probe more into the people he doesn't know, like Lee.
Yeah.
If it's okay to drink the water.
Don't con me. That's his catchphrase is "want a bet."
So at the time, since we're talking about Clive Barker Contemporaries, you said he was doing Salome around this time, 73?
Yeah. They were filming it in that was that in that garden shop, or was that the Forbidden was in that? I forget. In the flower shop.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think so.
It might have been the Forbidden in 78.
But I think around this time, Clive wasn't really watching. I don't know if he was watching movies like this, but he was definitely watching, according to him, a lot of Kenneth Anger movies, like Lucifer Rising and stuff like that. Stuff that was very symbolic, that had a lot of, But this is, I think, universal almost. Martial arts movies, I think they're universally loved for most people.
Not my mom. She would always make cookies if we were watching any kind of action movies.
Well, what did she like? Westerns?
She liked drama movies. We would always kind of tease her about, like, she didn't want to watch something unless someone was dying of cancer.
Oh, yeah, like Hallmark stuff or a Lifetime movie. So here's our host, the villain. So he's got a prosthetic hand, right?
Yeah.
Right. He's got the gloves on. And look at all those bird cages everywhere.
Yeah. The birds didn't know they were supposed to freeze when he came in.
Huh. Oh, yeah. Everybody froze.
Yeah. Yeah, the music stopped, like, mid-note.
This is a man that controls everything in this island.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got his army of female bodyguards.
Yeah, and he says they're his daughters.
Yep. That's pretty good.
There's a whole bunch of these martial artists that we never get to see them fight. Like that guy with the big ears that just got the last dart. We don't ever see him in a fight, I don't think.
I like the dragon. Is that supposed to be a dragon there, or like a lion?
Oh, yeah.
And now everybody goes back to doing what they were doing.
Yeah.
Those bird cages are really in the way.
Yeah.
All right, my brother here listens to some funky tunes.
Yeah, did he bring a record player with him?
It might be part of, like, the facilities. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe so.
Like, everybody knows the day before you fight, you don't go to bed with women. Come on.
Yeah.
You gotta preserve your, like, energy, your chi.
Yeah.
That's true also for, like, big soccer matches and stuff. Like, I'm going to pick you, and you. Just because I'm tired.
Yeah.
Is that a Jimi Hendrix poster back there?
Did he put a poster up in his room?
I think so.
Oh, there's a fist right there.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And she's like the madame that works for Han.
Yeah, and Roper falls for her.
Yep. Here is where he's going to make contact with the person on the inside, right?
Yeah.
One of Han's daughters apparently is someone who's on the inside. I don't think they're really his daughters.
Well, definitely not Mei Ling because she's the secret agent.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think because he had all of these sex trafficked women, then probably some of them did get pregnant.
We're almost halfway through the movie and the competition still hasn't started. They're really, preparing the groundwork for the action here. Let's see. What else did I find out about Enter the Dragon? It says here it was the 13th highest grossing film in North America in 1973. Same year of classics like The Exorcist, American Graffiti, and Live and Let Die, which was a James Bond movie. Oh, yeah.
And Soylent Green and the Wicker Man.
And Badlands.
Nobody's heard of Badlands, and no one voted for it.
So this wasn't the first kung fu film to make it to America. Just a few months prior, Five Fingers of Death had been distributed in the USA by the Shaw Brothers studio.
It couldn't have been as widely released as this one, though.
No. Five Fingers of Death.
The Japanese word for turkey is shichimencho, which means 7 heads of death.
What? 7 heads of death means turkey?
Yeah. Wow. Because their plumage, like the feathers on look like eyeballs.
Oh, I see. Yeah, interesting. Oh, he's really mad that he saw O'Hara. He's like, that's the dude I gotta clean his clock.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny, they told him O'Hara just said, Mr. Lee, you must be in uniform. And now this guy's like, why do you not wear a uniform? And he just looks at him. Like, Lee doesn't do very much at all to blend in. He just like, I don't care what you guys think of me. I can beat the living crap out of all of you.
Yeah. It looks like when he passed away, he was buried in this traditional suit that he uses in this movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We mentioned Kung Fu and David Carradine. Actually, Bruce Lee's daughter, Shannon Lee, used the original treatment that Bruce Lee had created with Assam to develop the series Warrior that is on Max.
I watched that, yeah. Yeah, and I kept imagining the main character, being played by Bruce Lee as I was watching it. It was a good show, but it was a lot racier than probably it was originally meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot more sex and stuff in it.
Gotcha. And of course, when he did Game of Death with that, yellow with a black stripe, suit, that also became iconic, and things like Uma Thurman and Kill Bill and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, right. So here's the last we're going to see of Parsons.
Yep. He was just one of those that gets eliminated in the beginning. I like that dude's mustache. It's really weird.
I just was watching Ultra Q, which is kind of the predecessor to Ultraman. Yeah. And it's kind of like the Twilight Zone, but with giant monsters. And one of the there was this kid, and his father had a Hitler mustache, just like that. It's like people must not have thought it was a big deal back then. But no one would be caught dead with that now.
It was just a style of mustache, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, classic films like Bloodsport, like you said, where there's like a martial arts competition or a kickboxer.
Yeah.
There's Jet Li's Unleashed.
Right. Oh yeah. That's a weird one, right? Where he's like trained like a dog, and when they take the collar off, then he goes crazy.
Yeah, I didn't see the whole movie. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but yeah, I think you're right about that. But yeah,
that's the only movie that actually should have Unleashed in the title. There's too many other movies that have Unleashed in their title for no reason.
Yeah.
Or Rising. Some of
the. Yeah. But there were a lot of clones from Bruce Lee after he died, like Bruce Lee L.E., Bruce Lee L.I.
Yeah.
Dragon Lee, Bruce K.L. Lea, L.E.A.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I watched some of those movies, and they were all terrible.
It started this little niche genre called Bruceploitation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't last very long. So here, Roper is scamming this guy that he just won the bet with.
Uh-huh.
So he's getting beat up so that he can raise the stakes.
Yeah.
And he'll win at the end.
I was like, okay, how about 300? Okay, yeah. I'm in. And then he's just going to beat the guy with one punch.
Yeah.
Yep. He's a true hustler.
Yeah. It's funny, though. He's in like an international tournament that's supposed to be the best of the best. Why would he screw around like that?
Yeah, it's just his character.
Yeah.
I think this is, here's the massage with the feet.
Yeah.
That's great.
That hurts. I actually used to have Joel walk around on my back to massage my back, and now he's too big, and it hurts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
And he's only like 100 pounds.
Wow. I think I weighed myself when I went to the doctor. I think I'm at 184. I need to lose 20 pounds.
Nah.
Yeah.
Are you comparing yourself to a 14-year-old?
No. I don't know how much I weighed when I was 14.
I think
probably
I was
much
really
less than that.
I was really similar to Joel. I'm not very tall, and I was super thin and small.
There's been a few attempts to remake Enter the Dragon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back in 2007, Kurt Sutter was tasked by Warner to make a noir-style remake titled Awaken the Dragon with a K-pop star.
Oh.
Thank goodness that didn't go through. And then Spike Lee in 2014 said he was going to remake Enter the Dragon. But that didn't happen either.
I think it would be okay if it was like a reboot with what happened to the island and who took it over and who are the new contestants, stuff like that. But don't remake it, because you can't. Nobody's going to be Bruce Lee, right? He's the reason that this movie's so successful. So I think it would be a mistake to do an actual remake. And I don't think there aren't really that many actual remakes anymore. Mostly that is what they do, is reboots.
What was that special kind of martial art that he created? Was Jeet
Kune Do.
Jeet Kune Do, right?
Yeah. He was against fixed positions and formal styles and forms and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think the guy who owned the Golden Harvest studio, I think his name was Raymond Chow. That was the big guy at the Golden Harvest, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It was him. It was the Shaw Brothers. They also had that big studio. He's just he's being like a ninja, like a black cat.
Yeah.
He's casing the joint.
I love when he's catching that cobra and he's all bored with it. And when he throws it in the control room and all those guys go crazy and one of them smashes through the window.
And they just jump out. Actually, I don't know if this is true or not, but in the trivia it said that some of the snakes were not defanged, and the trainer at one point forgot which one was and wasn't. So that was a little risky for them to do that.
Yeah. That their reaction might have been real.
Oh, yeah. Hiya! I mean, it's a big risk that they would see his face and recognize him from the competition, though.
Yeah, I guess maybe he was banking on the fact that Han was just going to murder them without asking him any questions.
But who knows what would have happened if, he hadn't passed away, how many more movies he would have made.
Oh, yeah.
If he would have gone into like directing and writing and, making more movies and possibly even having his own studio.
Yeah, it would have been huge, I think.
Definitely.
This felt like the very first successful, the other ones were successful in Hong Kong, but this was the first successful one in America. So it's kind of felt like just the beginning.
Yep. Did you ever watch The Green Hornet?
No, I've been looking for copies on eBay and stuff of the whole series so I can watch it.
Yeah, I think at one point there were things like on Pluto TV. I think it was streaming all the episodes of Green Hornet, but I don't think it's there anymore.
Oh, okay. I thought I had heard a rumor or something that the main actor was kind of not happy with Bruce Lee upstaging him all the time.
Well, I know that when Bruce Lee went back to Hong Kong, he found out that back in Hong Kong, the Green Hornet, they called it the Kato Show.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they were he was kind of they liked him in the show.
Well, I'm sure that the Green, I've never seen it except for little clips, but I'm sure that the Green Hornet was not nearly as impressive as Kato.
Yeah, no. I don't think so. Kapow!
Yeah.
I like when...
I that's something that I'd always thought about, too, is that all these guards that he beat up, they've all seen him. And yet Han's going around questioning everybody, asking, who was it outside? And, and he questions Williams.
Jim, yeah.
And it's he could have just asked these guards instead of executing them.
Because he's the one who went outside openly, right? The people saw him go outside.
Yeah.
Like the woman told him not to go. That guy saw him there. And now he sees the guy like climbing up. It's like, ooh, like someone else is doing stuff. And here's the day after. Here's where things start getting a little more serious.
Yeah. So this is kind of day two of the tournament, and this is really kind of the last day of actual tournament fights, because after this, it kind of everything just goes nuts.
Mm-hmm. Jim Kelly started his martial arts career, according to Wikipedia, under the tutelage of Sin Kwang Tae, Shaolin Do in Lexington, Kentucky. Oh. And then he trained in Okinawan karate.
Huh.
He won some championships in 1971, the world middleweight title at 1971 Long Beach International Karate Championship, and then he opened his own studio. All right. Bolo Young.
Yeah.
He's the enforcer.
Yeah. In this movie, his name was Yang Z.
Yeah. I think it's important to have a distinct artistic name that people will remember.
Yeah. But I think when he's credited as Bolo in the future, you know, like when his actor name is, they put it in quotation marks.
Okay.
Man, this would hurt.
Is he killing them?
Yeah.
Dang.
It's like, so now, because these guys are all dead, Han has to question Williams instead of these guys.
Well, I'm sure that they've been questioned. They're probably like, I don't know, boss. I didn't see anything. It was too dark.
Yeah, probably.
Look at him. He's such an asshole. He's eating while his men are being killed.
And this guy, he just squishes him together and breaks his back, I guess.
Yep. Everybody's like, I think I should get off this island.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, all those guys like grab him and push him back when he's trying to run away. It's like, you know, how close are you guys to being him?
Oh, yeah. Well, they're not. He can't leave the circle. And if they let him out, then they're next. Okay, it's his turn.
Yeah, so I guess there's really only just one fight in today's tournament. Because after this, the whole thing just gets canceled.
Oh, I love it that this is going to be the O'Hara fight.
Yeah, this is one of the best fights in the movie.
Yeah, oh, he beats him up so much. I think in an interview he mentioned...
Kind of like how he beats up Chuck Norris in Way of the Dragon.
Yeah.
He breaks all of his bones.
His boards don't fight back.
Yeah.
Here's the part where he said, Oh, there's a lot of emotion behind here.
Mm-hmm.
Kapow. You can't believe it.
So he didn't even get to fight in the first day, right? I think this is his first tournament fight.
I think so.
Or else it was such an unbalanced fight that they didn't even bother to show it.
He's not just beating him, he's humiliating him.
Yeah.
Papa. Oh, he's going to cheat.
Yeah.
I love it when the guy just kind of loses it and goes like, ah.
Yeah.
It never works.
Yeah.
He just kicked him in the balls.
Yeah, too bad he wasn't there when this guy was attacking his sister.
In an interview, Bob Wall said that there are parts here that Bruce Lee was really picky when it came to like making things look real. And so I think he mentions under his sock, he had like a piece of foam just so that if he hit him, it wouldn't cut him.
You know? Wow.
Yeah. That would be a few broken ribs right there.
Yeah.
I like how the other guys also like, you know, they also kind of stumble around.
Yeah.
Hey, who's drinking there?
Yeah, I know. 2 people.
I'm going to glass you. Pop. And here we go.
O'Hara should have quit while he was behind.
Oh, yeah. Because now he's going to stomp him.
Yeah.
I love the facial expressions that Bruce Lee used to make.
Yeah. And if it's in slow motion, you know that, and he's off screen, you know he's dead.
Yeah. These whoops and hollers that he did, they were also part of like his Jeet Kune Do, I think.
Yeah.
It's like a way to focus your chi. I love it when someone comes and puts the fingers on the neck and like,
yeah,
he gone. Oh my God. Yeah, but I saw some newspaper clippings with interviews around the time of this movie. And a lot of articles I found that spoke about this movie, they also came from magazines that were American magazines that were also about martial arts. And in those magazines, you always see those announcements in the advertisements in between articles, like ninja training video, excerpts of teachers' training sessions run by Grandmaster Dr. Masaki Hatsumi, filmed in Japan for a one-of-a-kind collector video. Send money order for $69.95, playable in VHS tapes. Just order it to Wallingford, Connecticut. Like there was definitely a market of like import, tapes for people to like watch at home and try to practice.
Oh yeah, Chuck Norris had his own brand of jeans with an expanded like crotch so that you could kick without, stretching the seams on them.
Oh, sure, yeah. And then, of course, there were also jeans that were stretchy jeans.
Mm-hmm.
I think they still do that kind of stretchy material for like wrestling and stuff because, sometimes they show up on ring and they're wearing a full suit, but then they start fighting and stuff. And if it was a real suit, that thing would just rip to shreds as soon as he started. So it's got to be stretchy. I mean, Han is I don't know if he's being deliberately obtuse here. Like, obviously the guy who beat up his men was someone who was small and, inconspicuous, not a giant, dude like him.
Yeah, sitting on a bench.
Yeah. You come right out of a comic book. Like, okay, dude, you're not getting out of this island. You know that.
Yeah.
I always wondered, since you've been to Tokyo, I don't know how much you can answer this, but like, what's the deal with the rice paper doors and stuff? Are they actually that common, or were they common back when you were there, like in apartments and stuff?
I didn't go to Tokyo.
Oh, okay, right.
But not. I mean, I lived in a dorm building, so I didn't have any of that.
Yeah, I wonder how good those are. They seem like they would be not very good at keeping drafts and sound out of anywhere. It's more like just just like a division between rooms, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Yep. He's not going to end well.
Yeah. This part is sad.
And these women are on drugs and being trafficked.
Well, yeah, and one of them, Williams falls on her right here, and she doesn't even notice. She just thinks it's funny, even though that would have hurt.
No kidding. And Han, he's supposed to be also like a martial arts expert, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Even though he's much older than Jim Kelly, or he looks older.
Well, and the thing he has going for him is nobody knew that he had a metal hand.
Oh yeah.
So he caught him by surprise.
Yeah. Yep, there's a prosthetic hand.
Yeah.
Man, that's really bad frostbite.
Yeah. But you'd think that would come off, if he's hitting somebody with it.
Oh, look, he's petting a cat just like a typical Bond villain.
Yeah. Well, right, didn't this writer write Bond-like movies? Michael Alin.
Probably. Yeah, he's showing him all of his prosthetic hands.
Yeah.
He kind of got me when the first time I saw this. He kind of got me that he actually was going to hurt the cat. Yeah. Am I the only one who thought that was his actual real hand there, mummified?
I think it was his real hand.
Yeah, every time I saw that, I was like, I wonder if that's his real hand that he like. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he says it's mummified. A souvenir.
Yeah. Or if it's someone else's hand.
I think it's his hand.
It's just really weird. Yeah, he seems to see something in Roper, right? He sees something in Roper, like that he's a man after his own heart,
or just maybe a man that can be bought off because of his gambling debts.
Yeah. I'm like, no, don't decapitate the kitty. And then it turns out it's just an elevator.
Yeah.
I cannot praise this movie more. I mean, it's just so colorful. Even the dialogue is great, and the music is amazing.
Yeah.
So this guy has an empire of like drugs and trafficking women. And then he tries to play it off as like just a guy who runs a championship, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know how he
heroin.
Yeah, I think so. Opium, right? This is like some Bond villain hideout right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would be very concerned. Like, why are you showing me all this?
Yeah. Well, he says that.
Oh, no, they're my daughters. Sorry, every time I cough, it feels like my head's about to explode.
Oh, man.
I'm still coming out of the bronchitis.
And you're going to have to work on Black Friday.
I am, yeah. I didn't think so. I asked them, and they said, "Yep." But tomorrow we're going to have a great Thanksgiving.
Well, that's cool. Is Sarah feeling better now?
Yeah. She's been working the last couple of days, so she's doing good.
Oh, she has a different schedule than you?
Yeah. Monday through Friday.
Oh, okay. Does she get Black Friday off?
Yeah. Looks like they're cooking barbecue sauce.
Yeah, I know.
But I think it's supposed to be opium.
Yeah.
Or heroin. Black tar heroin.
Yeah, isn't heroin related to opium?
Yeah. It's made out of the poppies.
Yeah, I'm not an expert on drugs. But.
Right. And he's got like a prisoners here, like human victims, or like experimenting on people or something.
Yeah, and when Roper asks him who they are, he says, "Oh, just refuse found in waterfront bars." But that's obviously not true. But we don't ever really hear who they are or why they're in there.
Yeah.
They just don't want Bruce Lee to have to fight all those white belts. And so they, have to speed it up a little bit, and so they free these guys so they can go fight all those peons.
Maybe they create their own addicts and pushers. That is very tragic. Yeah, so in the Blood and Steel draft, oh, there it is. There's Williams. Yeah. There's his buddy.
That's the same face he made when he saw the bed, I think, in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's terrible.
Yeah, is that like acid?
Good question. I thought it was just a water pit, but it could be acid. Could be pretending to be acid. Yeah. But Roper, his buddy just got killed, and he's seeing now that he doesn't have any choice. Either joins up or he ends up with his buddy.
Well, he's what he says is non-committal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's no misunderstanding between us. That's very non-committal.
Yeah, he's like basically saying, "Yep, I understand you completely." Doesn't mean that he wants to join him, but
yeah, Bruce Lee was 5'7", and he was about 140 pounds.
Oh wow,
he was a really tiny dude, very wiry. I think in this movie he had a very here's a snake.
Yeah, it's a cobra.
Yeah. In this movie, he stuck to a very strict regimen to become very lean and very wiry. So his muscles would appear more defined. Yeah, it says here, the snake used in the infiltration scene was real. Handling it required local specialists.
So he had two of these ropes, because the first one, somebody cut it from the night before.
Mm-hmm.
And he had little knots to put his hands and feet on, but he didn't even use them.
Yeah, he's just going down using his core strength.
Yeah. And his hands were going in between them.
Yeah, it says here the local snake handler reportedly lost track of which animals were defanged, adding tension behind the scenes when Lee handled the live cobra during the infiltration sequence. Like, oh well.
Yeah.
There's a movie somewhere. I forgot which movie it is, but a movie where someone grabs a snake and then punches it. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I remember Conan punching the camel.
Yeah.
Which I think he did in real life, right? There was animal abuse on Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah, it was Jean-Claude Van Damme in Hard Target. He punches a plastic snake. He grabs a snake in the woods, and then he goes like, "Pah!" You know? It's the most ridiculous scene. Like, look it up. Jean-Claude Van Damme punching a snake in Hard Target.
That's the thing, ridiculous thing I remember about that movie was like, because it's a movie about hunting people. And so they go, how does it feel to be hunted? You tell me. No, you tell me. And that went on for a long time.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, boy. There's a snake.
Yeah. So that one could have fangs right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he gave it enough slack that it could have bitten him.
Like, oh, snake! The guy just throws a chair through the window and he just jumps head first.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And he's just nonchalantly sitting there like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Man, we're almost there at that awesome fight sequence.
Yeah.
Don't tread on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he passed away just less than a month before the release of the movie.
Yeah.
So you have this in 4K?
Yeah. Or no, Blu-ray. I don't have the 4K
Blu-ray.
one. I was going to order it, but I haven't yet. And I have the Laserdisc.
Yeah, I think 4K came out in 2023. And I wonder if there's any extras on that. Is there any extras on your Blu-ray?
Oh, yeah, the Blu-ray has a ton of extras. Like interviews with Bruce Lee and stuff.
Nice. I'm watching it streaming. I love the slow motion.
Yeah.
And smush.
Snapping sound.
Yep.
I've got subtitles on.
Oh, did they say snapping sound?
Yeah.
That's great.
Intense music. And when they were in the feast with the bird cages and stuff, it said Oriental music playing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know. You're not supposed to say that anymore.
Yeah. Snap.
Yeah, it said snapping right there, too.
This is very energetic fight sequences. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, these were one-of-a-kind fight sequences.
Yeah.
It says here that for some of the sound effects, some of the sound effects were created by snapping chicken bones up close to a microphone.
Oh.
I'm watching something from Screen Rant, and it says that the sound effects they did that.
When we edited Kung Fu Dragons 1, we edited it into a VCR that was stereo, so we put we did the speaking part into one side and sound effects into the other. And sound effects were the sound test screen from Street Fighter 2.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That
no, that you would scroll over to like different punches and kicks and stuff.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guga Flame.
Yeah, we didn't use that, but we did use the dying sound once.
Yeah. Oh yeah, nunchucks.
Yeah.
Dude.
I like when they focus on this guy's face where he's trying to follow it.
Uh-huh. He's like totally lost.
Yeah.
I think they sped this up a little bit. Yeah.
I don't think so.
And then he just grabs a stick and
yeah.
That's great. Of course, some of my friends that did martial arts, one of them did buy some nunchucks. And I think he must have practiced that for a whole 2 months before hitting himself in the knee and the head and being like, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
You could get them at the sports store where people bought sneakers and, stuff like that. You could have like just two, or then there was one that was 3 sticks where you could hold the middle one and,
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love this guy's pajamas.
Yeah.
Like he's getting like his tea poured for him and it's like, this came in half an hour ago. Oh my God. And he's getting little sugar cubes put in his tea and everything.
Yeah. I never noticed that before because I always looked at him, how long she takes to make his tea.
Yeah. Yeah, now I want to watch Black Belt Jones.
Yeah.
And the Death Connection. It says here that Lee's sister in Enter the Dragon, Soon Lee, is played by Angela Mao, the legendary star of such martial arts films as Hapkido and Lady Whirlwind.
Oh.
Well, I guess we can branch out and look for these if you want to know more about some of the other artists in this.
I'm surprised John Saxon didn't do more martial arts movies.
Yeah. Let's see. What movies was he in? Hey, John Saxon's real name is Carmine Orico. I wonder if he's Italian.
Intense music.
Yep. Oh, yeah. He was in other movies like Mitchell, 1975, with Joe Don Baker.
I think John Saxon's probably been in 100 movies.
Oh, yeah. He's in Black Christmas, $6 Million Man, Rockford Files,
a
lot of Roger Corman's movies. Oh, he has a brown belt in Shotokan Karate.
Oh.
And he's also proficient in Judo. He died in 2020, aged 83, in Tennessee.
Oh, wow.
Pneumonia. For a moment, I thought it might have been like COVID. 2020 took away a lot of people.
In this, I kind of wanted to see Bruce Lee fighting Bolo. But Roper said, no, I got this.
Uh-oh. Say uncle. Say uncle.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was right.
Understand, Uncle.
Saxon is of Italian descent. His dad was a New York-born dock worker, and his mother was an immigrant from Calabria, Italy.
Oh, okay.
So he speaks Italian, Spanish, and English. Studied under Stella Adler, American actress and acting teacher. Looks like he entered show business as a teenager.
Yeah, I don't think these guys are drunks because they seem pretty with it, you know. Or addicts or whatever.
Oh, no, not the guys in the uniforms, no.
No, I mean the guys in the jail cells.
Doi! Right in the family jewels.
Yeah, and I think that he kicked him in the groin so hard that he died.
Or passed out, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't come back.
Yeah, it's like, oh, he gave him like an internal bleeding or something.
Yeah.
And everybody's just standing there.
Yeah.
Yep, let's just send two at a time. He should say like, hey, everybody, just go nuts.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait for your turn. Kapow. Near the end of the movie, John Saxon's like, I can't even move anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, this part gets a little silly. Luckily, you know, the troops are going to come in pretty quickly.
Now he's sending everybody.
Yep. It's like, what's the point of training, you know, all this time if all those guys can't get two guys? Right?
Well,
like, they're all terrible.
Yeah, and Han was that's right. That's the other reason that he was going there is because Han was a monk that disgraced their order. Mm. So he was from the same order as Mr. Lee.
That's why he says that he disgraced the Shaolin Temple.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So somewhere in all of this, that lady that Roper fell in love with just dies.
Yeah, she shows up. We see her like just falling behind a chair or something.
Yeah.
It's unclear how that happened.
She could have just like, you know, she could have been just like, hey, you know, I don't need this. Why,
yeah.
Why does she have to get in a fight with somebody?
They just kind of go nuts and close out all the loose threads in the movie. Like, oh yeah, they died. Okay, died off camera. Now he's got like a tiger claw prosthetic. Yeah. It even has hair and everything. Like, time for the big showdown. Zoom in.
Yeah.
First of the iconic scratches.
Yeah. Well, and that fight in the funhouse mirrors, right? I think that's something that gets copied in a lot of movies later on. Sure,
that took a long time to make, actually.
That would be really hard to do that without getting the cameras in the mirrors.
Yeah. I think it took them weeks to film the whole mirror scene, mostly because so many mirrors, they wanted to make sure that the cameras didn't show up in any of the scenes. So they had to really plan carefully the angles and stuff, much like they do in wrestling, broadcasts, right? You never see the cameras around the ring, but there's like a bunch of guys with cameras.
Or Candyman. There's so many mirrors in Candyman movies, but you don't ever see the cameras in them. To bring it back to Clive Barker.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. The Candyman. And Bruce Lee personally re-choreographed a lot of the scenes on set, often on the same day that they were being filmed.
I wonder what it looked like before.
Yeah. Well, apparently the script was, when John Saxon saw it, he said it was more like a 60-page treatment. But I guess, a lot of the fight scenes, I mean, they're not going to be written beat by beat on the page, right? It's just going to be like...
And there's not a lot of dialogue. So I could see why it would be only 60 pages.
Oh, the iconic when he tastes his own blood.
Yeah.
Pah! Eat my foot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really hard to believe that this guy would stand a chance against Bruce Lee.
Yeah. Well, and now he knows about the claw, right? And Williams didn't know about the claw.
That's right.
So he can kind of be on his guard.
So there's so many weapons around you guys. Just grab a weapon, grab a sword. Come on. All those swords next to you. Like, yeah. I was just showing off with that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love the decor. It's just so good.
Yeah.
And of course, he's going to end up being killed by his own spear.
Yeah.
Oh no, my display. Ah, mirrors. Here we go.
What is the purpose of this hall of mirrors that he has? It's weird.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think he's into ballet.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, that a guy who owns an island will just have on his freaking island.
Yeah.
Self-indulgence.
Yeah.
I see costumes there. Maybe it's like supposed to be like a costume room.
Oh, okay.
But I always hated going into fun houses where they have the mirror maze, because I always end up like hitting my face on a panel.
Oh, yeah.
As careful as you are, you're always going to be like, you either walk with your hands in front of you, or you're always going to be like, okay, I think I can turn here. Bonk. Nope. I went into this Ripley's, believe it or not, mirror maze, and they gave you these paper glasses that you had to put on that had these plastic lenses that made it even more like trippy. Mm-hmm. And I had to take them off to get out of there because I was like, I can't see where I'm going.
Did you ever watch that show? Ripley's
Believe It or Not? Yeah. When I was a kid, we had that on TV in Portugal.
Oh, wow.
Usually played late at night. Ripley's Believe It or Not. There's Jack Palance narrating.
Yeah.
With his typical...
I remember that and Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Which,
I didn't,
if that were on now, I would never watch that. I don't care about this crap. Watching.
Sure.
Look at how nice this guy's house is.
Didn't have a lot of choices back then when there were like 4 channels.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you guys in America had cable back in the 80s.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Either my parents didn't want to pay for it or we lived someplace where it wasn't available.
Yeah, I think in Portugal, cable, you had satellite TV. If you had a backyard, you could put a satellite dish and stuff. But the big revolution of actual cable packages being sold in Portugal was pretty much in the very early 90s, like 91 or something. That's when we started getting cable TV. And the multiplication of channels and all that, like, you know.
Yeah.
And then instead of just having like 3 or 4 channels, there's a bunch of them now.
Yeah, like 80, you know, and now it's like 600 or something.
And one of them only plays soap operas. One only plays movies. One only plays like cartoons. And now it's streaming platforms.
Yeah. Yeah, and they can add up to as much as cable. And every few months, their cost goes up.
I'm seeing here that Han's fake metal hand weapons were made of lightweight resin. That makes sense.
Okay.
Another big mirror fight is the one in Conan the Destroyer.
I only saw
Remember
that one
that?
once. It was not because it's not as good as Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah, no, it's not. The first one is much better. All right, time to break all the windows, break all the mirrors.
Yeah, I wonder if he cut his hand doing that.
You mean the character in the movie, or Bruce Lee actually
Bruce
backstage?
Lee actually cutting his hand in smashing the mirrors.
Oh, I don't think he was smashing it with his actual hand. Maybe he had something in his hand, though. Maybe one of those glass breakers that you see in like buses.
It looked like he was using his actual hand.
Yeah, but he would have cut himself if he did that. And bam! Oh, right in his spear.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of tension created in these last few minutes, and then it all comes down to just a one kick.
Yeah.
It's very much like a samurai movie where it's like they're just like circling and circling and circling, and then it's just like,
yeah,
and it's done. You know?
There's something like this that happened in. Well, I think this is a trope that also gets copied in a lot of action movies where somebody falls onto something sharp.
Yeah,
is the final.
Let off some steam, Bennett.
So yeah, or Cyborg, right, where Fender gets knocked onto that hook hanging on the wall.
Yeah. Everybody's walking around like, oh, man, I'm sore. They're still beating up that one guy over there.
Yeah. They're just playing hot potato with him.
And that's when John Saxon is going to see the lady dead there behind the chair.
Yeah, what did she do to deserve that?
I don't know, man.
I don't think she would have. I don't think she would have stood up for Han.
Caught in the crossfire.
Yeah.
I was like, great. Now the helicopters are coming in.
Yeah. Yeah, they're here to save the day.
Hey, his cut's already closed. Like, good job. And that's it. That's Enter the Dragon.
Yeah.
They've demolished Han's operation. He got his revenge.
Yeah. And they close up of the tiger hand.
Yep. The end. So good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. O'Hara, Bob Wall, Sulene, Angela Mao Ying, Braithwaite, Jeffrey Weeks, The Old Man, assistant. I wonder who did the special effects and stuff, if it says right here. Makeup, Sean Shun, John Hung. Not a lot of cast at the end of the movie.
Well, not a lot of credits. It's
not a lot of credits
already.
Yeah.
Dun,
there it is.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, that's the end of the credits.
Okay. And that's the end of our commentary. What's coming up next?
That was fun. Next, we will have Book Club of Blood, Rawhead Rex, The Portrait Study, Clive's Contemporaries 1978, like you mentioned. And then in the beginning of January 2025 in review.
We started out with a year in review, and every year it's nice to go back and revisit what happened.
Yeah, so it'll be fun. All right, and this podcast, having no beginning, will have no end. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you have subscribed or followed our podcast. You can find the Clive Barker Podcast wherever you find audio. Show notes for this episode, as well as news and reviews, can be found at our website at www.clivebarkercast.com. The Clive Barker Podcast, or BarkerCast, is an independent editorial podcast and blog that's not affiliated with Clive Barker or Seraphim Inc. This is a labor of love by the fans for the fans. You can chat with us on our Facebook BarkerCast listeners group, our Facebook page, Reddit, Blue Sky, or our Discord server. Have you already bought our book? The BarkerCast Interviews Occupy Midian, available in Amazon hardcover, Kindle, and Apple Books. Join our Patreon and become a patron to get access to exclusive stuff, pick an episode topic, or maybe join in the discussion. You can also buy a t-shirt in our TeePublic store. Just go to teepublic.com/stores/BarkerCast. Leave a voicemail for us on the SpeakPipe link on our blog, and we might put it in the episode. Opening and ending music generously provided by Ray Norrish.
Thanks for listening.